Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamilla and you are watching Kamilla's Yoga. Today we are going to do a sweet and brief full body yoga flow. So let's jump on our mats and get started. For today's flow we are starting in a seated position on our knees. Knees slightly apart, hands on the legs, straightening the spine and coming to a position with our eyes closed. Today's practice will include balance of flexibility and strength. First of all, we are just starting to tune into our breath in our bodies. Letting go of the day ahead or the day that has just been. Letting go of the week. And returning to the present moment. Right here, right now. Through the breath. Inhaling deep. Exhaling long. Length through the spine. With our neck in a neutral position, you can also keep your chin tucked slightly towards your chest if you feel like that is comfortable to you. And for the beginning here, keep your eyes closed as much as you are comfortable with, but of course checking in with me and the screen whenever you need to. Making sure your shoulders, your fingers, and your jaw is relaxed. And if you feel any numbing sensation in your feet, just breathe and see if we can just let that be for a moment. We don't need to change just yet. It's not harming us if that's the case for you. And then slowly with your eyes closed, if it feels okay, you just start tilting your head to the right, inhaling as your head comes back, and then exhaling as your head comes forward. Now, of course, if you're not comfortable with the full head roll, you could do your head from side to side and keeping it as a half circle. And if you have any numbing sort of tingling sensation in your legs, you are letting it be and breathing. It's not going to harm you. It might actually be good for you when the blood starts flowing back into your legs. And then slowly moving to the other side. Now if the discomfort in your legs, if there is a discomfort in your legs, if it's starting to be unbearable, then of course come out for a moment. But if it's not the case, you stay. And then coming to a neutral position with the head and the spine, moving the knees a little bit wider. You keep your eyes closed if it feels okay. Hands between the legs, inhaling here, and then exhale, folding forward, diving into that child's pose. Relaxing into your hips, melting into the mat, spreading the fingers wide. We're just hanging out here for a moment, just lengthening through the spine, breathing. You may want to do some small, subtle movements here with the upper body if it feels like that is what is good for you. I like to, in the beginning of the practice, just like push with my hands into the mat, allowing my hips to sink deeper onto the heels. And I also like to move slightly from side to side just to, give that connection between the mind and the body. And in this instant, the spine particularly, as well as the hips. When you are ready for it, you're just sliding your hands forward. You're inhaling here, looking forward if you feel comfortable. opening your eyes, and then exhale, coming into a wide-legged puppy pose. So traditionally in this position, our knees are parallel, but in this instance, we are just coming straight from child's pose. So we're just also here moving a little bit. You can move from side to side, just adjusting, making this your practice, your flow, according to your body. And you can keep your forehead to the ground, you can keep your nose to the ground, your chin or your chest to the ground, or you just keep your head lifted, making sure that everything that you do is okay for your neck, particularly in this position. Remembering to breathe. Nice. And then drawing the navel in, and this is where you start to open your eyes. And then you inhale, coming into all fours, tucking the toes under, and exhale as you tuck your toes. You also round your spine here. And then once you inhale, you sit back on your heels, coming to a neutral spine. And then exhale, you're rounding, keeping those toes tucked, you're coming back forward. So you inhale, coming back, and exhale, rounding, and then you stay here, and we come into a traditional cat-cow. Or we start creating circles here. So you can either inhale to an arched spine, or you can, and then you exhale here to a rounded spine, or you can just move with those circles. And if you are in your circles, then this is the time to start changing directions. Making sure that your neck is a part of this. In this flow here, your neck is just lengthening part of your spine, so include the neck in this one. And then inhale, coming to center, tucking the toes under. Strength in your shoulders here as you exhale, coming into your first downward facing dog. And most of us will now feel an urge to just walk the dog out. So let us start by doing that. Now, if you are familiar with my videos, you will know that I have an overextended elbow joint. Actually, I have two of them. So that means that my arms will constantly look bent in this position. Now I want you to keep a straight line from the wrist to your tailbone as much as you can. My arms will look a little bit like an S, but in my anatomy this is a straight line. So we just don't want to bend actively into the elbows. We want to lift the shoulders slightly up and lifting the heels here. Shooting that tailbone to the sky. That's it. And then you inhale, coming forward to a super high plank. Strong shoulders. Exhale, back. So you inhale, coming forward, look towards your spine, and then exhale. No, I mean coming forward, looking to your belly button. Sorry about that. And then exhale, rolling back. So it's like a wave movement. Don't think so much about it. I know in the beginning, if you're new to this movement, it feels awkward and weird, and your mind is not quite wrapping its head around it, but it'll come with time. And then we are staying in that high downward facing dog, keeping those heels off the ground for a second, making sure your shoulders are engaged. So your shoulders are halfway between, away from the ears, and towards the ears. Are halfway in between. That's it. And then slowly preparing to lower those heels down, and you're just walking your hands towards your feet and then hanging here. Now our head has been below the heart for a while, so you may feel like that blood is rushing down into your head. Just know that that is really good for your brain, as long as it's controlled and we are aware of it. We're just going to stay here for a few more breaths, allowing that oxygen to truly come into the brain. And really drop the head heavy here. Just allowing the head to be completely relaxed. Last breath. That's it. And release the arms if you have had them folded, and then controlled and relaxed. We slowly, with an entire inhale and exhale, start to roll up to a standing position, and control and patience is the key here in order to avoid dizziness. If you still get a little bit dizzy, you just stay and you breathe. And that's it. And then we inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, walking your hands to a plank position. And then exhale, dipping the hips down, but keeping them off the ground. Squeeze your bum if you need it. And then inhale, back to a plank. Using your core, exhale, downward facing dog. So we inhale, coming to our full low plank here. And then exhale, dipping those hips down, strong shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, coming to a plank. Exhale, walk the hands back, downward facing dog. We can take one breath here. I'm going to do 2 more times. So we inhale, coming forward, keeping your fingers apart. Exhale, dipping down, strong, controlled. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. So we are working our shoulders here, making sure you're using those shoulders. Last one, inhale, coming forward. Exhale, down. Use your bum and your glute muscles if you feel like that is necessary. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's it. We're just going to stay here for a couple more breaths, just making sure that back side of the legs are really starting to warm up. So breathe deep. You can continue to walk the dog if that feels comfortable to you. Last breath. Good. Now once again, inhale, coming to your plank, and then engaging the core here. Okay, you press the shoulder blades away from each other here. Really strong in the fingers and the wrists. Spreading those fingers, I cannot stress that enough. And I'm pushing down into the ground, so I'm not hanging. I am pushing. Staying for 2 more breaths. Good job, last one. Yes. And then down dog, coming to your knees, and exhale. Child's pose, really good. Just warming up those shoulders. If you feel any sensation in the wrist, then just send a little bit of extra oxygen. You can also just circulate the wrists a little bit if that is comfortable to you. But the right usage of fingers and shoulders in those shoulder strengthening positions should alleviate you from a lot of discomfort in the wrist. And then rolling up, once again taking one head roll, one direction, and then the other direction. Nice. Coming to a straight spine, draw the navel in, interlacing the fingers here. Inhale, rolling those shoulders back, and you can stay here. You can come onto the knees, and if you are comfortable, you can place the top of your head to the earth and sending the arms back, drawing the navel in, keeping control. Inhale, back up if that is where you were, and then exhale down. Release the fingers. Inhale, coming forward with the hands, and exhale, downward facing dog. Really good. So again, spread the fingers. Really press into that mat. Activate your shoulders. From here, lifting the right leg up, bending that knee, and starting to circulate that knee, drawing big circles with the right knee in the air. One last time. Good. Lengthening that back leg. Inhale as your right leg comes outside your right hand. Exhale, right arm up. Inhale, hand to the earth. Exhale, three-legged dog. So inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming into a twist. Inhale, down. Exhale, three-legged. One last time. Inhale, coming forward. Strong in this left arm. Exhale, twist. Inhale, down. Use your shoulders, use your core to lift the leg up. And then three-legged dog. Bringing that knee forward to the right elbow. And three-legged dog. Bringing it forward. Now you can inhale or exhale here. There is no right or wrong. You find the version that suits you and that works for you. To the right. Last one. To the left. Right leg up. Bend the knee. Bringing the knee to the nose. Lowering the shin down and extend the back leg back. Keeping your toes tucked behind you. Lifting the left knee off the ground. Inhaling here. And then exhale, twist slightly towards the right. That's it. Inhaling to center once again. And exhale, twisting to the right. When you're here to the center, you really want to elongate your spine. You want to lift your chest and then exhale, coming to that twist. Good. Inhale to center. Release that back leg down and exhale, folding. Couple of waves here. So inhale, rolling up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And we're just going to stay down for a couple of breaths. Now, of course, if you have open hips, you can move that foot forward, but making sure that you don't sit back on that right seat, okay? We want the hips parallel to the floor. You can move your foot forward, remembering then to flex that foot if you are moving it forward. Finding your variation, last breath. And then inhale, placing the hand underneath your shoulders, tucking the back toes under, exhale, downward facing dog, walking it out. Remember to spread those fingers wide. Engage your shoulders, tailbone to the sky. Walk or hold the dog still, up to you. Last breath. And then easy lifting that left leg up, bending the knee, and start to draw big circles with that left knee. Direction is optional. You can experiment with both or keeping it in one direction. And then slowly lengthen through that back leg. And then inhale, left foot outside of the left hand. Exhale, coming into your twist. Inhale, lowering the hand down. Exhale, three-legged dog, 2 more rounds. Inhale, coming forward. Use your core. Use your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, three-legged. Last one. Nice. And then this time, inhale. Left knee to left upper arm or elbow. Coming back to the right. Remember to breathe to the back. So you inhale or exhale to the front. You inhale or exhale to the back. And repeat. Opposite arm. And coming up, bringing that knee forward, lowering that shin to the earth, lengthening through the back leg, lifting the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, slight twist to the left. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Exhale. And then coming to the front here, lowering and releasing that back leg once again. Inhale. And exhale, folding. Let's take a couple of waves. So we inhale. And we exhale, diving down. Inhale, looking towards your navel on the way up. Exhale, forward on the way down. Last round. And then coming to your folded position. Keeping the original position is then to keep that left heel towards the right hip, but you can also just move it to the front without sitting down on that left seat. So you want to keep those hips square to the earth. And then one day, you may experience that your shin will be parallel to the front of the mat. This was one of those positions that seemed unattainable to me in the beginning. And I'm slowly getting there. Practice and all is coming. Practice, practice, practice. And patience. Breathing deep. 2 more breaths. Notice I hold on to my left leg because it's preferred, but I keep my shoulders down. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders, tucking those back toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice. Now to really strengthen up those shoulders, we're just going to lift the shoulders as high as we can towards the ears. Now look forward. Remember to spread those fingers wide. Come onto your tippy toes and then bend your knees. We're going to see if we can make small jumps and land as silently and as quietly as we can. So we are controlling the way down. I don't care how high you come. I just care that you are controlling the way down. So they can be very, very petite hops that won't threaten you in any way. And when you are ready for it, you can start sending your shoulders over your wrist, still controlling your landing. I always look between my hands, right between my thumbs. Last one. And child's pose. Nice job. So releasing those arms next to the body to really relax here, catching your breath a little bit. Relaxing the jaw, because the jaw is tightly connected to the shoulders. So when we are working the shoulders so much, we want to release the jaw because we don't want any tension to come from there. Last breath. Good. Now roll up. And then once again, head roll one side or half circles if you like. And then the other side. Nice. Hands come to the earth. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog. Looking between your hands, stepping the right foot right between your hands here. Lowering the back heel down and coming into a warrior 2 position. So sink into that front knee here. Really send a lot of energy through that back leg to root down into that back foot. Lengthening the arms out, palms to the earth. Nice. And then here, opening up the right palm. Inhale, lifting the right palm to the sky. Exhale, right palm on the inside of the right leg. Coming to the earth, left arm up. Once again, inhale all the way up. Draw the navel in, strong in the legs. Exhale, down. Last one, but this time we are going to lengthen through that front leg. And as we come down, we shoot the left hip back, coming down to the earth with that right hand. So we're in a wide-legged Trikonasana, triangle pose. Nice. Bending through the front leg, coming all the way up. Windmill the hands down, coming to a plank position. And let's do our vinyasa. Toes coming up here. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. And then looking forward, left leg steps forward between the hands, lowering that right heel down, and then coming into your warrior two position. Strong arms. I know I'm facing the opposite direction here. Left hand up, inhaling here. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Strong legs, strong core. Exhale, down. And then last one, we are lengthening through the front leg. And exhale, shoot that hip back. Coming down. We're not going to come all the way front here because we are quite wide-legged. So my hand comes behind my heel. Bending through the leg. Coming up to a warrior two position. Strong legs here. Windmill, the arms down, lifting the back heel off, coming into your plank, inhaling, coming onto your tippy toes, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Oh, let's hold this for 5 breaths. Look forward between your hands here. Once again, we're going to try the hops again. So spread your fingers and don't be afraid. All you need to do is look between your hands. Shoulders are engaged, you're active. And you can take the baby hops. Or you can come a little bit more controlled. Seeing if you can engage your core, engage your shoulders. And if you know how to use your fingers, you do that. Don't come further than you can handle. Yeah, controlling those landings. 2 more. And that's it. Now you can walk, step, or jump to a seated position. Coming with, it was really smooth. Coming with your legs forward. And here I like to grab my glute muscles and I pull them back a little bit. That way I really get grounded. And then we here, inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Hold on to your toes here. Now you can bend your knees, of course, if you like. And see if you can get your palms all the way around your feet. Because now we are going to push these feet here forward. So this will pull our spine and we are rounding our spine. So you can keep your knees bent, you can keep them straight. So the point with this one is to actually round the spine, which is different from a normal forward fold where you want to keep your spine straight. Nice, and if you would like to take a deeper forward fold, you can do that before we inhale coming up. placing either the hands behind you or the hands in front of you for a more advanced position, and then lifting the legs up, coming into your Navasana, your boat position. Alternative 1 is to keep the hands behind you, fingers pointing to the front of the mat. Alternative 2 will be to keep your hands forward. So we inhale, extending the legs. Exhale, coming up. Seeing if we can keep the ankles leveled with the knees the whole time when we come up. So they're not here, but they are here. Yeah? So you can inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming to a cross-legged position. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lowering down but keeping your spine straight. So you can come here. You may be all the way up here, or you are folding all the way down. But either way, see how straight you can keep your spine. And make sure we remember that the neck is a part of the spine. We want to lengthen it, so we don't want to look forward. We don't want to look down. We want to have it in a neutral position. So in my case, I am keeping my right leg forward. That may be the case for you, or it's opposite. You are keeping the left leg forward. No right and wrong. We're going to swap afterwards. And then inhale, coming up. Changing sides, exhale. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, folding forward, keeping that spine straight. Now, if you know any particular yoga breaths, if you know the Ujjayi breath, then of course we are doing that throughout the whole practice. I love that I said that at the end of the practice. Then you know for next time, because you can do this on repeats. It's a good thing about online yoga. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale here. And then just finding that cross-legged position. If you want to do Shavasana, I have a video. It will pop up as an alternative right now. Otherwise, we are just taking a minute to end the practice. Keeping your spine straight. You can also lay down for this one if it's preferred. Keeping the hands down and closing your eyes. Now I'm keeping my hands to the ground, towards the ground like this, because I would like some grounding. Now if you would like more energy, you face the palms towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outdoors. I'd love to be outdoors right now. Meaning that I'm filming this in April and it's still quite cold here in Norway, so I'm not quite ready to take my practice outside yet. Finding your breath. Notice, has it changed? Are we a little bit breathy here? Or is it quiet? Is it long? Is it quick? Is it short? Is it fast? Is it slow? Let us observe it. And see if we can include the entire lung. So we are moving the belly, chest, the rib cage, the shoulder blades, and the spine, the lower back. And slowly, in your own time, opening your eyes. Hands in front of your heart, bowing the head forward. Inhale. Exhale. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on today's practice. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.